Okay, so guys, we're back, and I was slowly making my way up the mountain, and I've kind of been trapped. I'm currently at South Skybound Watch, and I'm currently trapped inside this building by a wisp mother. I'm literally just sitting here while letting Lydia do it, because there's not an awful lot I can do, because I'll get one shot by that wisp mother at the moment. So I took out 2 of the wisps that came inside, but I know that if I go out there and try and fight that wisp mother, she'll just one-shot me. Let's try it nonetheless, but I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. Alright, she's fell down the mountain, fuck it, let's go. I know that the wisps themselves nearly killed me, so I can't imagine what that wisp mother is going to do to me. Yeah, Lydia, just follow me, ignore her. Okay, well, anyway, carrying on. Welcome back. I mean, a minute later, but I was slowly just making my way up, and I was going to pick the recording back up once I got onto the path. But I figured as soon as I got attacked, it'd be perfect time to start the episode. But did not realise wisp mothers were that overpowered on master difficulty. Seriously, I got one shot. I went in that building and just quick save. Every time I find a new little place, I quick save it just because, in case I die. Like this, because I know there's bandits in here, or hrothgar. I can never remember which one. Bandits. There we go.
Is that your best?
But where was I?
No place.
I knew that I know there's problems everywhere, so oh shit. Lydia, perfect timing. Seriously? Oh, Jesus. Racist much? Perfect timing there from Lydia though. But I can't remember what I was saying a minute ago. I got sidetracked there. But I know it was kind of the perfect time to come back when I was being attacked. Oh, this is that. Okay, so when you're going for master destruction spells, you'll get sent around the map to certain locations where you have to place the book that Frodo will give you. And this is one of those locations. Because you place the book on this pedestal and hit it with either fire, ice, or shock. Depending on which one it is. I can never remember the 3. I just kind of do hit them with all 3 until it works. You come to the place it on the pedestal, and then you go to the one of the next ones. I'll be sure to do that at some point. I'm going to show off where they all are, but probably won't be in this playthrough. It'll probably be in the next playthrough I do, where I'll be a mage. Because at the moment I'm sticking to the warrior build, and the only perks I'll probably get are like the magic perks. I'm going to get are probably a restoration tree. Maybe the alteration tree, just for the extra cover and the extra armor rating, but probably not in a way, because I'll have that many different.
If you know any true sons
Once I get past dragon armor,
tell them to head
I'm not
to
really
Intel.
going to need much more.
Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
So I don't know what. I might get it, I might not.
I'll fight the entire
We'll
unit
see.
myself if they dare show their faces.
Fight or die well.
I'll take my leave then.
I'm not going to start on any of that yet, because So with the Open Civil War mod, where you can see all of these different things across the board. Everywhere that's red, if you went for the Empire, you would have kind of like a little legion figurehead, and you'd be able to move troops from, say, Falkreath here to the bandits of Fort Neugrad, and you'd be able to take Fort Neugrad for your Imperials, and you'd split your forces, and then when you pass the time, your forces will grow, you'll get bigger and stronger, and then it's the enemy's turn to make the moves. So it's very good and interesting playthrough. You can also play it like you normally do with the Civil War, where you go and raid and kill like castle and then you've got the hold. But it just changes it from literally just to take the whole of Falkreath hold. All you need to do is take the one castle that's here, like the one camp that's here basically, and then you've just took Falkreath. It doesn't make no sense most of the time in the normal game. So what you have to do now is either position your troops to take every province. So either you can control Helgen with Imperials, or if you go Stormcloaks, you take Helgen, you take the Fort Neugrad that's here, and then you take the city itself. And then that way you will have full control of Falkreath Hold, so you will become the owner of Falkreath Hold. So you can technically win the Civil War up until the last mission on a board. You don't have to actually do any combat. But I like the way to do it as you position your troops around a certain area to strengthen up your hold, and then you go and take the city itself. So say if I was taking Falkreath for the Stormcloaks, I'd put my troops in Fort Neugrad, put them in Helgen, and then from there...
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Okay. Well, I'd put my troops in the two places, like I said, and then I'd go and take the take the hold itself with like a big city battle, which is a good thing to add to as well. Because they actually add a big city battle in now, so it's like the Siege of Whiterun, but for every hold you want to take, which makes it really good. Because usually it's just, like I said, you take one castle full of about 10 people and then you just got to hold. It makes no sense really. But now you kind of have to take everywhere in that hold and then take a big city battle at the end, which is making more sense than just killing 6 people and you have the hold. Forgot about this place. I can't remember if there was any actual people here. I don't think there was. I don't think there ever is any people here. I think everyone was just dead. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong button. Oh, let's just move on. Got a few alchemy supplies, but let's just move on. Also, I know I said in the last episode I was just going to try and make my way up the 7,000 steps from Millwood, but I realised that was going to be a hell of a lot more difficult than I originally thought, so I just came around through like the Helgen Pass sort of thing, through here, down past Helmar's Shame, and just come around to Iverstead. I know it wasn't exactly the best, but there should be a bear here. There we go. Alright, so I got back to near enough where I was before. The bear was just over here. I figured I'm going to upgrade my character. So I'm still in level 1. I'm going to level up as much as I possibly can before just going around here. So I'm going to put 2 points into health, every 1 in stamina. So I'm now level 10. That's how many points I had. Jesus. Alright, so let's put a few of them into heavy armour. I go up the left side of the tree. I'm not wearing all that yet, so no point in wasting a point. Hack and slash. And then 1 more point. I should put 1 point into. Just restoration. Alright, so now, hopefully, when I get to 200 health and 150 stamina, I'm going to put 2 points into Magicka. So every like 10 and 5 points, I'm going to put 2 points in. So every 17 levels, 2 points will be put into that essentially. But I'm hoping that this time I don't just get 2-shot by this bear. But I'm going to save here, just so I don't have to run all the way back around the bloody mountain if I do. Let's just wait for Lydia. Lydia, kill that bear. Oh shit. Fuck. This bear is like the bane of my existence. The main problem at the moment is I don't have a good enough way to heal.
What do you need?
Just leave Lydia to fight the bear. Come in, get a few shots. Back out. Shout. I was being stupid and taking the brunt of the damage. I needed to let Lydia take the brunt of the damage. She's got a hell of a lot more health than I have at the moment. It's best to let her take the damage. Stupid of me to try and be the one that was up front. I'm too used to playing on my other account that I've just got like nearly, I think it's 900 health with like 3000 armor rating. It's just ridiculously overpowered.
I've
So
been
it's a
looking
bit
for you.
like,
A letter.
I was playing on that a couple
letter
of,
from the yard.
well, about a week ago.
Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
So it's a bit difficult to come from that character where I can just stand there and get hit for an hour without dying to one that if I don't move I get hit twice and I'm dead. But I'll get there. Come on Lydia, let's
On
make
your
our
way
way
up
up
to
here.
7,000 steps again, Clement?
Passing through on your way. Mostly food supplies like the graybeards tend not to get out much. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be. And
Yet there's
Really?
a war on.
Here,
Let's be honest,
take
there's a
this
war
bag of
on
supply-
when the capital of one of them like sides of the war is literally there. There would not be an awful lot of food to go because they would be taking all of it. Supplies are spread thin in these times. It's not just like everyone can go down to McDonald's and get food. Lydia, do your thing. Right, so I am just going to level my character up whenever I get a chance now. I don't know. I was just saving it before. I'm not going to bother this time. So it's 3 okay, so it's health this time. Trying to get to that one. There we go. Now I should be a hell of a lot better to heal, because it should heal me at 14 points a second, 15 points a second. Excuse me. But if I'm healing 15 a second, then I've got 150 health. It's a tenth of my health every second. So it's not bad at all. And it's healing more than it's taking of magicka. I'm also going to need to probably take a time out after being through Ustengrav and taking a time out to just get a bit better armour, a better weapon especially, because I've still got an iron axe. I need to upgrade to at least steel weapons. It does 2 more damage at least. I want to get that orcish gear though. With orcish gear it'll be a hell of a lot more protected and do a hell of a lot more damage. So I prefer to get there if I can. Okay, it's just a wolf. Why does this wolf do so much damage? Why does that wolf do so much damage? I'm so confused. This is just not going well for me. Why do I keep dying? I don't think I've died this much in a very long time playing this game. What is wrong with me? Okay, it makes more sense that ice wolves to do more damage, but I don't think it was that much. Still, don't think they do that much damage. I'm just rushing into things. I need to slow it down and take more time when I'm playing an early game. If I was playing late game, this character will become very overpowered very quickly if I really needed him to. So I just get smithing to 100, alchemy to 100, and enchanting to 100 within like an hour, and just make him have all dragonbone armor and just completely overpowered. But I don't want to. That just kind of ruins it. I like the struggle in the game. The more you struggle in a game, the more accomplished you feel when you complete it. When it's difficult, if it's too easy, it's no real challenge. For example, I've made it so before on, I think I played on maybe expert, and I completed the whole game at level 1. So I basically just stuck to what you could find. I went for the blade swords to be able to kill the dude. Is it the Imbloated Man's Grotto, I think it is. It's a blade sword that does a bit more damage to dragons. I got that sword and the blade sword you can just find in the Blade's headquarters. Dual wield, and just went for it like that. And it was a lot of fun, but it was a lot more difficult than it is just to go to level 50 by spamming every one of your skills up. Because it doesn't take much just to spam through skills. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry, I had to go and find the wire for my remote. My remote wouldn't turn on for like the last 5 minutes. Right, so I can't remember what I was fully saying before. Oh, fuck's sake. I got stuck on a goddamn rock. Continue pushing away back up. I'm near enough back to where the troll was. And a few interruptions, I had to stop recording, so I can't remember what I was on about before the break, so I apologise if I cut off halfway through a sentence. But I'm near enough back if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just right over this hill around the corner there's the troll. I'm just going to get around here and then wait for Lydia to catch up and let her take the initial brunt of the troll's attack. What I'm eventually going to do is my enchanting will be at 100, my smithing will be at 100, and I'll have full like one-handed, full restoration. Enchanting will be full because then I'm going to do so that's 60 points of health and stamina on like all my armour, and then like one-handed damage and magic on like a ring and a necklace. Just that way I can have I'm up to about probably 700 health, 600, 700 health, about 400, 500 stamina, and like 300 magic. It just gives me enough to keep healing, and when I've got my restoration up, it gives me enough to heal with. Give you like your grand healing, which is wait for my health to go low and then cast and then go from there. I just want to be able to eventually be at a point where I don't have to have a follower to take all of the impact. Where I could just sit here on camera for the next 3-4 episodes, just literally sitting in front of a smithing, what do you call it, a forge, and just crafting gold rings, silver rings, and just whatever else I can craft, just to get to like at least 50, actually I might stick at like say 50 smithing around orcish level, because orcish is decent enough to not need to worry. The main thing after that is then just doing your enchanting, because that's what takes its time. But once you get about 80% over 80% added damage on your one-handed weapons, you do so much damage. And once your 100 is like 100 anyway, you do loads of damage. So you'll be doing tons of damage, tons of protection to yourself, and the extra added health, magicka and stamina. You'll just be to a point where you won't really die. And then at that point you just, even on legendary, you're pretty much just sorted. The only thing that can really kill you is a difficult dragon fight, but if you play safe and don't push your luck, then you'll be alright. Alright, well that's going to be all for this video. I'm going to leave that here, and then next episode I'll be learning off the Greybeards and then travelling to Ustengrav. So I'll see you in the next one, and I'll see you soon.